Yo, 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 what's going on, man? What's going on? It's been a while, man. I had to take a little trip, take me on vacation, get me some peace of
Ah,
mind, that is. But I'm back, man, full effect. If y'all missed out last night, man, I put out a quick, this morning actually, put out a quick reaction video to the Atlanta Falcons, big Monday night win. Before we get into that, man, look, tell the people what's up, man.
hey man, Falcons like the title says in a wild Monday night football win over the Rams, three in a row for the Atlanta Falcons, and this marks the longest win streak for the Atlanta Falcons under Raheem Morris, because of course we've had him once before, so and that was back when he took over the team once before, and also no, I'm sorry, longest tender because we just had that last year. Sorry, not the previous tender. Let me correct myself. So again, Falcons going on a win streak. I just feel like it's at the wrong damn time, but hey, but on the same time, we're going on a win streak. We have won three in a row, and like I said in the preview show, Smitty, this is yet another big feather in the cap of Raheem Morris, whether you like it or not.
Man, please don't talk about feathers in the cap because I want to slap the hell out of that cap off his damn head. But look,
And listen,
this to me, and I'm with Jeff. We got lucky. Uh,
yeah, we
but to
definitely got
me,
luck.
I'm gonna be real with you, man. This would still piss me off more than anything because where has this energy been all season? How many times have they jumped out to a 21, 24 point lead and end up falling off? Remember the Buffalo game? We was up 21 nothing or something like that at halftime, and we only scored 3 points the second half.
Yeah, I mean, we beat them by two scores, but they did, of course, give more fight in that second half. And I mean, you think about even the 49ers game. I feel like the 49ers game, we were in good shape, but then we lost Divine Diablo and everything went seismic toss. So that
Right.
was another game you could have won. But again, injuries and stuff like that, adjustments are made, once new guys come in and teams take advantage of it. Yes,
Yeah.
where has this energy been all year? It does feel like when it got critical and when those serious talks about people losing their jobs, started, coming out even more and more from local media, national media, international media. And it's just like next thing you know, the effort kind of like just kind of went through. And you just been trying to put it together really for the last two seasons ultimately. And you did get a big win, and it's crazy. Again, like to win now, I'm saying it's funny. But again, we talked about it. These players, shout out to the players. They have something to play for, incentives, contracts, and pride. So, they went out there, and honestly, for the first half, we were actually punching the Rams in the mouth. But Smitty,
Something that I said we always have to do
you're
with
right.
the run game.
But
But
Smitty,
I honestly go ahead. At
no,
the,
I was
I
just about
think
to
you had
say,
a question, right? Do you have a
well,
question?
I do have a question. I'm about to put it out there as well. But just
Okay.
to you and to the people that are watching, fans, I didn't feel comfortable with no lead in this game, not once. The entire game, I was
That's bad.
uncomfortable. The
That is
entire
bad.
freaking game. We were up 21-0, and I was just like, mm-hmm,
Here we go
mm-hmm.
again. Yep.
And then it was 21-3, and I was like, man, I seen this in person in 2012 in the NFC Championship game. Then it was 24-3, and I was just like, I just know the Rams aren't going out like this because I just
But
remember the Seahawks game.
but exactly. Didn't you just see this up close and personal a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, saw that up close and personal too.
Even though it was tied at the half,
Tied
and
at
I'm
half,
telling you, I'm gonna be honest, man.
31-3 in the second half.
When he blocked that kick and ran it back, I said, "Oh hell, here we go again. This looks familiar." Cause
Bro,
what turnover? Then you look at the defense. The defense played lights out the whole game.
like the defense has been a godsend the entire season. It's a darn shame that we are second in sacks, bowing our backs up and shutting teams out. teams are trying to smack us. We're smacking them right back, talking about on the defensive side. And really, our playoff chances were over before Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So and think about it, man. When you talk about the playoff situation, I just think there's too much talent on this team, and it shows at times that we should be nowhere near under 500. But when you got a coach that can't coach the second half, can't adjust, can't close out games, this is the type of results you get. Because look at it. Just like you said, you weren't comfortable. And that's sad when you know you have a Bijan Robinson who got them at 195 yards last night, and you still don't feel comfortable.
I mean, I'm just being honest about just the history and everything. Like again, I'm happy that we won for the what the hell, man? Come on, bro. Come on, man.
He rage baiting. Don't worry about it. I'm finna put him up and give him 2 seconds of fame.
I'm just saying, like how am I a fake fan for calling out exactly what it is? I didn't feel comfortable about no lead in this game. I did not say, man, Falcons, why y'all win this game? What the heck y'all doing? I never said that. All I'm saying is what really happened. I didn't feel comfortable. No, I'm just saying, I just didn't feel comfortable at all with the lead that we had. And you see how the game ended. We ended up with the win. But guess what? This game should have been an absolute blowout.
Yeah, that's the thing. Capitalize. But I want to know your age, Ronnie Charles. Just let me know your age. I've been a fan 36 years since I was 10 years old. And I've seen worse than this. And I'm still around.
Hold on. Wait a second. Wait a second.
In the comments. He said in the comments.
No. Let's get them right. Saying in the comments. Go
ahead. You got it.
I'm just saying, fam. You think about it though. These fans really want Raheem gone, and we have nothing else to play for. So with the combination of having nothing to play for outside of pride, outside of playing spoiler, the fans want new coaches. The fans want a new message. The fans are tired of Raheem. And some fans are rooting for the Falcons to lose. Now, I will never root for the Falcons to actually lose. Even if I pick against them in a game, I'm never actually rooting for them to lose because that fandom, it always going to come out even if you pick against them. I'm sorry. It is. But that's what it is, though, fam. Fans want change. It doesn't matter what the players talking about. It doesn't matter what the coach is talking about. Fans won't change. This fan base is over it. And you see it in the chats. Look, we have to clean house. Yes, I want him gone. We want Rich McKay gone. I'm just saying, like, this is not coming out of Chris Tipmore or Smitty Smith. Well, I was going to say your doggone channel name, or Antoine Smitty Smith. It's not. You see it in the chat, man. You hear the fans. It's everywhere.
And let me make it clear, man. And I'm gonna just make it clear as I can. If you voice your opinion, that not makes you a fake fan. That makes you a fan. Because I don't care what team you represent, whatever sport. If you see something you don't like as a fan, guess what? It's your opinion at the end of the day. No reason to get mad. No reason to go off. The only way that I can see a fake fan is I see a fan that represents more than one team. Right. That's the only way I see a fan. That's a fake fan to me. If you represent, say, like, if you're a Falcon fan and a Bills fan and a Patriots fan, that don't work.
Lord have mercy.
And I see guys out there and women too. Oh, I like this team. I like that team because of that. And then another fake fan to me is if one player that you like on our team goes to another team and you follow that player just because you like him, not the team, that's a fake fan.
Yeah, I don't like that either. It's kind of like how Braun, matter of fact, just like how Rihanna was bouncing around wherever Braun go, that's where she goes.
That's where she goes. Right.
But I mean, that, since she's a lady and whatnot, but still, we're talking about fake fans. So at the end of the day, I said that type of stuff. And the only person that I let ride with that two teams thing is my buddy Jordan, just because he lives in Philly. But He's a Saints fan too, so that's the only guy that I kind of give a pass to. But yeah, I agree though, Smitty. I agree. But
And I'll be real about it. I didn't like that Dion left. Dion was my favorite player, but I was still a Falcon fan. But I will tell y'all, I did support Dion because I didn't approve of the way the Falcons just let him walk away because they didn't want to pay him. So that was the Falcons' fault. That wasn't Dion's fault. And for years, people said, man, Dion left. Ain't nobody staying on, man. Look, if nobody don't pay your money and somebody come down and write down the unemployment line with a bigger check that you made on the previous job, you mean tell me you're going to turn that down to go find another job that don't pay you as much? Not going to work. And Willie, you absolutely right. Thank you for the donation, my brother. He said Falcons win, fools gold. If anything, this shows Fontenot and Albrecht should stay if we just had better coaching. And what have I been saying?
Bro, we've been saying
make adjustments.
Make the tough decision.
Somebody said in the chat earlier, we said the same thing with Arthur Smith. So what that lets you know?
Right.
The organization is picking the same type people. That's why I keep saying you got to learn to be uncomfortable. When you learn to be uncomfortable, this type of stuff will change. And you can go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I was just saying about the fool's gold thing. Smitty, Smitty, you like movies and stuff like that, right? Like you know about a lot of movies and everything, right?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, I'm a movie
especially
buff.
Sports movies, right?
Correct.
All right. So everybody, there's a movie out called what thing? I'm trying to remember what are the Falcons going to do with Dan Quinn? Right? So the story starts off pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty memorable. They have some memorable moments in that movie, but halfway through the movie, well, like getting toward the climax, toward the end, there's a time to where he's losing the locker room, so to speak, that's being in the reports, and then they go on a streak to end the season. Well, at the end of the movie, he ends up going 0-5 and getting fired midway through the next season, and that's how the story ends. I just feel like the sequel is about to come out.
We've seen this movie before, is basically what he's saying.
Like, it's just like at the end of the day, again, I'm happy the Falcons won, but it still builds the case of what I've been talking about, what me and Smitty have been talking about. What, Smitty? Let's be realistic. Was it maybe the 2 years? But also, even more recently, about Raheem Morris and him possibly staying. We've been talking about that for like
about a month.
Weeks.
About a month.
Yeah. Well, yeah. About
it's been a month because you remember when they were 4-9, and everybody, even from some of the people in the comments, were saying, "Yeah, he's 4-9," but you look at the back end of the schedule, they got a chance to at least get to 8 wins. But guess what? If that happens, the more he wins, the more he convinces Arthur Blank. But I'm gonna tell y'all, even though we think he's gonna stay, them hiring some kind of firm to figure out what's going on in the organization, I think they're gonna make the firm decision. And they're probably them blowing smoke up our ass. Who knows? But at the end of the day, I still feel like he hadn't done enough. Because since that game in New Orleans last year, team hadn't been the same. How many 1-point games have we lost? How many 2-touchdown leads have we blown? You think that's going to change in one season? Oh no.
That's
same message, same team.
Yeah, same message.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Help me understand.
Yeah, man. But I do want to say that in this game too, though, like I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, like just let, you know, our personal feelings feel about how we feel about the coaching staff and everything outshine the fact that Bijan Robinson was the entire offense pretty much last night. 22 carries for 195 yards, 8.9 yards per carry, including that 93-yard run, the longest run in his career. I'm talking about that's the longest run he's ever done. And we've seen him earlier had almost break one like that, but get caught from behind. this time and like the previous time as well. Being able to break free and get down the field and get to the touchdown. Like Bijan Robinson was the first player since Jerry Rice to have back-to-back games with nearly 200, with over 200 yards from scrimmage. So shout out to Bijan Robinson. The rest of the offense really wasn't anything. Really, it was non-existent. The highest guy that in catches was David Steele, 3 catches for 37 yards, and Kirk Cousins only threw for 126.
Only attempted 20 passes.
That's it, bro. And my thing is, shoot, most of those were going to like Bijan on the screens,
digging dunks
like that. Bijan had 5. He had 13 completions. Bijan had 5.
A third of them.
So
Kyle Pitts, 2 catches.
Drake London. Yes.
Man.
Drake London, 1 catch for 4 yards. But the thing about it, Kyle Pitts and Drake London, between the two, only had 5 targets the entire game.
But he had 5 catches.
5 catches.
Come on.
8 targets. So it's like, I said it before, and I'll say it again. I hate to go back to the coaching again because I just said I wanted to get away from it, but it's so doggone hard. But so, again, I feel like Zach Robinson may be having too many weapons. Like, because again, Drake London, 1 catch for 4 yards. Now, again, I still feel like, Drake isn't all the way right, but I mean, he's out there. So, and between him and Kyle Pitts, they have 3 catches. Between those two, they have 5 targets. Like, you have people tweeting that has nothing to do with the Atlanta Falcons asking, my God, I believe it was Ryan Clark, I believe. He asking, because he was at the game. So, asking, is Drake and Kyle Pitts alive?
But, bro, how the hell do you win a football game and you got to use your weapons? And see, this is why the question keeps coming up. This is why I keep asking y'all. Is it worth keeping Drake London or Kyle Pitts? If you're gonna choose one, which one you gonna choose? And the reason why I keep asking this question, because when you see the way they're not used properly, it makes you wonder what the hell we gonna keep the coaches for, and they don't know how to use the weapon that they have, and we can't put up the points to stay in football games. It just makes absolutely no sense. And just like I told Chris earlier, when you get down to the Drake London, Kyle Pitts situation when it comes to contracts, now it makes more sense as to why you would ask that question. Are you going to pay the $35 million, or are you going to pay the $15 million to Kyle Pitts, or the $35 to Drake London? And at the end of the day, the offensive coordinator that you got don't know how to use them properly. So you basically just wasting money on talent that you don't know how to use, because if you're going to run Bijan in the ground, why you need a Drake London or a Kyle Pitts? Man. This is why I keep saying nobody's safe. Bijan may be the only one safe, but Kyle Pitts, Drake London, no. Michael Penix, no. Because at the end of the day, you're going to make Bijan a franchise player, which he is right now. He's one of the best players in the NFL, true enough. Mm-hmm. But even if you bring in somebody new, are they going to know how to utilize all this talent? That's why you got to do a lot of soul searching this offseason, because you got a lot of contracts to pay out.
No, you do, bro. So, again, you have some decisions you're going to have to make, my guy. And, again, this defense, my thing, again, second in sacks, blitz at the highest rate in the NFL, allow the 8th most rushing yards to quarterbacks, and allowing the 4th most to wide receiving. But I'm saying, like, those in a good way. They're on the backside of the end of that. This defense, right, if they don't do what they did against Matthew Stafford last night, man, this game would have got ugly real quick. Because think about it. You had Jesse Bates showing up with the pick 6. You have Xavier Watts, 2 interceptions, looking like that dude, looking like that ball hawk that we told y'all we had before the season even started. Mm-hmm. He almost ran back a pick 6. If he just could have turned that foot in just a little bit more to keep it from going out of bounds, he would have had a pick six. So again, this defense yet again is a team, is a defense that you can be proud of, is a defense that has your back. But the special teams and the offense have got to pick it up. And I'm not talking about Bijan. Bijan Robinson is excluded from this contract. He did his job. He's cool. Everyone else, Zach Robinson, because it starts with you, because you got to get out there. Kirk Cousins, he's still obviously declining, if you ask me.
Absolutely.
So, like, he's not. Yeah, he's still obviously declining. I still expect the Falcons. I know we was talking about it. You think the Falcons may keep him. I expect the Falcons to cut him. Why? Because you have to. You have
35 million reasons why.
Bro. What is it? What, 58, 57?
57 million if they keep him.
Dead cap? No,
yeah.
Bro, no.
So you take 35, 30, I think the other 22 million we can deal with over 2 years. But 35 that we save from it, and they only owe him 10 million guaranteed, you got to move on. And don't get me wrong, man. This is where everything comes into play. It's going to be like a domino effect. If Raheem stays, Kirk probably stays. If Raheem is fired, Jerry Fontenot possibly get fired. Kirk Cousins definitely gone. And Kyle Pitts or Drake London, one of those guys are going to be gone. Because what if they hire a head coach? And we've been saying this. What if they hire a head coach and say, hey, we want to come in, you want to flip that and flip that? I think that'll bring us some picks and that'll give me what I need to, to use this system. Especially if it's an offensive guy. He said, franchise tag him, trade him. I think I can get a late first or early second for him. And what if they said, go to the defensive side? That guy you playing back there safety, yeah, he a good guy. But what if I can get a second round pick for him too?
They can possibly try to do that.
You got to start thinking about stuff like that. Because Jesse Bates, he what, 14 million a year? He 14, 15 million a year?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like something to think about.
And you saw what Xavier Watts did last night, right?
Xavier balling. But Xavier has been balling all season long. And you think about it, is Xavier Watts is arguably having like the best rookie season for a corner, or excuse me, for a DB overall in Atlanta, probably since Deion Sanders.
Yep.
For real. Because you think about it, this man has about 4 interceptions.
He has 5. He actually tied Deion's rookie record with 5 interceptions.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So regardless, as a DB in Atlanta, he's had the best season since then. Because I mean, even D'Angelo Hall, even though like he was overall good for the Falcons, he didn't do that. And again, I'm just talking about even yes, Millie, even better than D Hall. Statistically is there. Yeah. This man is a ball hawk. Again, he had 2012 interceptions back in college.
He was a former wide receiver, so he knows how to read the field very well. And if you saw him last night with that second pick, he had a feeling that Matthew Stafford was going to go over the middle when he seen the way the formation was set up. He just stood there and then waited. And he knew he was going to throw the ball. He seen the receiver break in that direction. He sat right there and waited, jumped right in front of it, and took off.
Yep.
You got to think, when you have a guy like that, he played wide receiver. He also played linebacker. So he knows how to read the field very well. So at the end of the day, you got a guy that's could possibly be better than Jesse Bates. And you can bring in, just like he's a rookie, what if you go out and draft and find another guy that's suitable on the other side of him, and he's on a rookie contract as well?
Yep.
Because guess what? No, go ahead.
No, hold on real quick. I want to get to Robert. No, my point was I'm talking about as a rookie. Now, Jesse, ain't gonna lie, Jesse, his first season with the Falcons, we was like, boy, we got us one. And I'm not saying that Jesse isn't one. It's just we got another one now. His name is Xavier Watts. I'm talking
Yeah,
about Xavier F. and Watts is what I had said last night, because that kid is everything. I feel like I know it's one game, but it's not necessarily one game. You know what I'm saying? Because Xavier, he's been doing this really the entire season. The IQ is there for Xavier. Sometimes he just doesn't bring in the interceptions. And
how many has he dropped?
Games where he's dropped, like he's
How
dropped
many
like 2 or 3. So that's
I'm
what I'm saying.
counting 4. I'm counting 4 that he dropped.
Man,
you go back and look over the course of the year, he could easily have 8 or 9 interceptions. Easily. So look, I'm telling y'all. Whew, boy, that game against the Saints, even though it matter as far as the rivalry, but the more confidence Xavier Watts gets, and I think he missed 2 games too, right? To do the injury. So when you look at his talent level, it just and what's going to help him keep developing if they keep adding to the pass rush. Because just like Leonard Floyd was on a 1-year deal, I think you bring in another veteran to keep these guys going in the right direction. You got to. You got to. So whatever you got to do to keep Nate Olley, Jeff Ulbrich, you do it. Your next head coach, or if Raheem stays, they need to be mandatory because they the one who've kept this team going afloat. Not Raheem, not Zach Robinson, not Mr. Excuse Man. Not we got to do better. We already know that. Defense is doing it, man. So look, take it how you want it. But this season, it's gonna be some shakeup, whether we like it or not. They didn't bring in that firm for no reason. They're gonna be changes. It might be the ones that we don't like. Because this much talent, something is not clicking. And they don't know what it is.
Oh boy. I'm trying to see, because I know Ski dropped some news in the chat, and I was trying to see, because Dorless, we didn't talk about it, but Dorless
hey, Miss
was
Pam, how you doing? Go ahead.
I was just saying, that Dorless was carted off and everything. It didn't look great and whatnot. Waiting on more news from that, but I know he was saying that Dorless tore his ACL.
I can believe that. The way his knee buckled, they were saying hyperextension. They were saying hyperextension, but that thing twisted, like a pretzel. I said, oh, well, that didn't look good. Yeah, so that's another 9-month recovery. So he'll be back right around a week. He'll be ready to play probably a week. Probably sit out the first 4 games. I think he'll start the season on injury reserve. Could be two injury reserve start season off. So I mean, who knows? Could be Braylon Trice
season, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. It's the end of the season. It might as well say, let's go ahead and just say January 1st. I don't expect Dorless to be really ready for real, just because of what he has to do. I'm not going to just put that on him to be ready week 1. I know you said week 4.
About you gotta 4 think, man. This big dude. So weight is a difference. Weight is a difference when an injury like that.
Yeah, I know it. And you got to trust yourself again too. It's a mental aspect as well. You got to trust your body.
Week 6?
I was saying at least maybe like week 6 before he's even designated to return.
Nah, I said the first 8 games he gonna miss.
Oh, I thought you were saying week by week 4. I was thinking longer than that.
No, I'm saying if you calculate 9 months, well, it's basically January. So we talking October. So that's what I'm saying. 4 games in, he not gonna be ready. Come on, man. You talk about Michael Penix 9 to 12 months. You talk about Kurt's Achilles. He set out a whole year. These injuries don't heal like that. Now, Adrian Peterson, I just said he was just a freak of nature. That's just the way his body was made.
The good thing is this isn't like this is the first time this has happened to Dorless. But the problem is Braylon Trice, it was the first time that happened to him too.
That was I was about to go with that because Braden Trice done missed 2 straight seasons with an ACL injury. So the recovery period is pivotal. If he don't recover like he's supposed to, guess what? He could miss all next year.
So I ask again, do you trust the strength and conditioning coaches?
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
I can understand.
What's up,
that.
nephew? Yeah,
What's
man.
happening?
Dan says Zach Robinson's not clicking. I stand on that hill alone. I mean, you ain't gotta stand up there by yourself.
You ain't by
You
yourself,
can,
man.
you can stand up there and wave your hands. I'm gonna probably be standing right next to you because I mean we know that.
I'm gonna be tapping y'all.
Something in his mind ain't clicking. Ghost Pepper said, "Watch Tide Prime. Yeah, 5 interceptions. Yeah, I said that earlier. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's
Late
what I'm
Run
saying.
said mid-season easily.
Yeah,
easily.
Yeah, I can go with that Blade Runner for sure. Just thinking about the weight, everything he has to do, mental aspect, trusting your body, getting back into the swing because he's going to be sitting down for quite some time. So getting back into the swing, and of course, trusting your body when you're matched up against another guy that's pushing up against you and trying to get you to stop doing, what makes you effective. So yeah, I can definitely see that by week 9, maybe. Man, I hate that, man. Dorless, man, I'm telling you, that kid, he had such a great season, man. You just
in his second season.
Right.
In his second season.
But guess what?
Already has more sacks in the season than Grady Jarrett.
But guess what? Second season now. But my thing is, it's the young core that I'm worried about. Dorless was cooking, but guess who was also cooking and mismanaged? Zach Harrison. So I am still worried about if the strength and conditioning coaching staff and just ultimately the ultimate staff around them are going to be able to manage these guys in the right way.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give y'all my quick thoughts because I'm going to drop this video later, so I'll give y'all a summary of what I said. But y'all please go check that video out when I drop it. Chris already dropped his, so y'all go check his out.
Please,
to summarize it up as to what I feel about the Matt Ryan situation, I feel like it's an excellent move. How long have I been telling y'all? If y'all been following my channel from the start, what's up, Jew? If y'all been following my channel from the start, how long I've been saying they need to bring in former legends, Falcon legend, to help coach this team? Because you look at Terrence Mathis over at Morehouse, it took him forever to get a head coaching position, but at the same time, he coaching collegiate football all-star games. The best players in the land, he coaching on those teams. Chuck Smith, one of the best pass rushers in Falcon history. Baltimore Ravens defensive line coach. He has his own damn clinic to teach pass rush. And you mean to tell me the last 8 to 10 years you've been in the 20 to 25 sack range and you can't get out of that hole, and you got a guy living somewhere in Atlanta that could teach your edge rushers to play better? And he trained with some of them. Vic Beasley didn't want to train with him, but guess what? Vic Beasley not in the league anymore. But when you talk about Aaron Donald, Grady Jarrett, and these guys who's trained with Chuck Smith, and you did not want to bring him in, that was the biggest amount of disrespect I ever seen. So you had talent around Atlanta with coaches, but you just didn't reach out to them. But with Matt Ryan, I think this is the right direction of what you should be doing to correct a wrong with the way you treat the legendary Falcons players. Because let's keep it real. Let's keep it funky. Let's keep it 100. Abe should be in the Ring of Honor.
Yep.
Terrence Mathis should be in the Ring of Honor. And they should have been in the Ring of Honor before Roddy White and Matt Ryan. Let's keep it real.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Terrence Mathis, again, is one of the reasons why I'm a Falcon fan.
So when you look at how they've constructed this organization and not include, and they show the former players love, but as far as bringing them in to help this organization, to build this organization back up the right way, they haven't done it. So you bring in a Matt Ryan, to do that. One arguably the best Falcon of all time, who still has ties with the organization, who knows the organization in the city inside out, to help you build this team the right way. This is the right way to go. And
Mm-hmm.
maybe he'll say, if he's groomed right by we know who, this could be a step in the right direction to finally get this team out of the rut that they've been in.
Yeah.
Well,
And
because
real
think about it. What position other than edge rusher have we struggled with the last 5-6 years since he left?
man,
Quarterback.
I'm about to say quarterback, linebacker. I can give you a couple if you want me
So
to, Speedy.
I mean, this just a step in the right direction. But I'm gonna drop that video a little later today. But
Yeah.
that's pretty much summarizes what I see.
And also make sure y'all check out mine. But just a quick tad bit just from mine. I was saying great move, but also you wonder if how the Falcons are structured, if they're going to be trying to hold Matt's hand, are they going to let Matt make some decisions? Are they going to let him make some tough decisions? Again, I feel like it's a good move from player personnel. He knows how to handle a locker room. He knows how he's been through. He knows how to process. He knows how to progress. He could be a liaison with the quarterbacks, with the coaching staff, and also with the doggone locker room. So I'm just looking at it. It could work for the Atlanta Falcons. Somebody that also is very passionate still about the franchise. So I'm expecting Matt Ryan, if he comes in, to put the logo above all.
And I'm gonna be real with you, man. What I like most about this move is we talk about evolution all the time. Evolution as far as where this game is going, how teams are built. Matt Ryan sees that right now. He's only 40 years old.
Yep,
and guess what? When we talk about evolution, guess who's taking over the team when Arthur sits down and wants to
get into it?
Rest. Josh Blake.
Yes,
he's about what, 35, 36, 30, somewhere in that range?
He's like, I believe Josh is like 34, to be honest. Josh is young, man. I ain't gonna lie. But guess what? Guess who's been around him pretty much his whole life? Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan. So they slowly transition into a new era. It's gonna take time, and this is probably why this firm is here, to see what direction they want to take this team. But guess what they probably said? They probably said the same thing I've been telling y'all. Go get a former Falcon, somebody that has the feel for this city, somebody that knows what is coming and how to build a team. And guess what? Matt Ryan been doing the last 2 years. He been in CBS studios studying the game. He been in war rooms, and I'm telling y'all, he behind the scenes with the Falcons. He's keeping up. Yeah, he keeping up with these guys because guess what? Who did you see at training camp talking to Michael Penix other than Mike Vick?
And also, let's keep it real. We talk now. Here's why I got to keep it 1,000 with you, Smitty. We talk about all those other great legends, but when we're talking about someone who, outside of Tommy Nobis and outside of Claude Humphrey, when we're talking about somebody that embodies everything about the Atlanta Falcons, we're talking about Matt Iceman Ryan. Matty Iceman, straight up, the Matchroom. Matty Heisman, as they used to call him back in Boston College. So again, they don't just call you that national media wise. They don't just call you that just because they like you. So again, he can bring all those credibilities and everything that he's been through, especially when it comes to processing offenses, processing the offense, processing defenses, being able to be under center, pistol, shotgun. Matt Ryan has done all those things. So if Penix is here, get him a little closer to Matt Ryan. Get him out there on the field together with Matt Ryan. Tell him to watch Matt Ryan as he's going through a few drills just to see how the mechanics of everything is done. Then come on and let's do it together. All that good stuff. That's what I'm expecting if you bring in a guy like Matt, especially if he's like a strictly to the quarterbacks or around in the roster like that.
Right. And y'all got to think, he's starting off at the bottom, but in the next 3 to 5 years, he could easily be the GM of the Falcons. He could easily be the quarterback coach. He could easily be the damn head coach. Who knows? But one thing for sure is that he's going to get what he needs to succeed because he had teams around him 2012, 2016. Hell, even a couple of years ago, if Arthur Smith called, if he learned situation to play calling, they had winning records then.
Right.
But Miss Pam is absolutely right.
Miss Pam was spot
This
on.
is this is the way you fix things with your fan base. Yeah, them tickets and PCLs or whatever the hell they is, personal seat license, they high as hell.
I'm sorry, y'all.
But at the same time, this how you keep fans in the parking lot. This how you keep fans at the stadium. This how you keep jersey sales going. Learn to connect with your fans instead of learning to try to sell just tickets. Because I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Now, I always do. This is why Bijan is here. This is why Drake is here. This is why Kyle is here, because they want to keep selling tickets on offense. Anything else y'all need to know? I'll be here all day. Just feel free to drop through and drop a comment and ask me.
Yeah, man. We gotta do some mailbag stuff, man. Y'all start dropping comments, whether it's on Smitty channel or my own channel.
And we'll combine them into one show.
Something. Hey, man. At the end of the day,
fact,
we
could pick a day to do mailbag, and I probably think Thursday will be a good day. Or
mailbag
Monday, day. Or mailbag Monday, who knows? I mean, we'll come up with something.
Yeah.
Like we always do.
Mailbag Mondays, Thirsty Thought Thursdays. I don't know. Hey. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
A1. Well, A need one. It all depends on what type quarterback it is. I mean, some guys just have a gift no matter what kind of quarterback, scrambling, pocket pass. Some guys just have that gift. Kyle Shanahan is one of those guys. Andy Reid is one of those guys. Sean McVay is one of those guys. But we have to see what Max does when he coaches to find out if that could happen or not. If he starts coaching and that happens, oh yeah, he could do it. But that's a deep conversation, man, because I can talk about that conversation all day, man.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, he never necessarily had to develop a quarterback. He never, because you think about it, Matt never really had anybody behind him his entire career. That is the one thing that Matt Ryan never had to worry about, was a competition. Because Matt Schaub, we know Matt Schaub was brought in to be behind Matt Ryan solely. And any other quarterback that was behind Matt Ryan, you always seen like the talent level, it was never necessarily up to par or up to the same, close to the same level as Matt. It was just, hey, man, if Matt has to sit down for a game, you get out there and you can, you know what I'm saying, you can get your shine right then. But Matt was so durable of a quarterback. That's another thing we were spoiled with as Falcon fans. Matt was so durable as a quarterback. You could go throw me a Smitty behind him and just say, hold it, clipboard, because you know you're not getting out of here, right? Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? That's just how durable he was. So can he develop one? I don't know. But it's a possibility we may get a chance to see. And if he can develop a quarterback, I ain't gonna lie to you. You better make sure you keep his behind in your organization for as long as you possibly can.
Facts.
No, I do not share Bird Mills.
6-7. Let me just put you on game right quick. Let me put you on game right quick. Go to the Raw report. It's Darren Bates, Jalen Collins, and those guys. They did an interview with Mike Davis, former Falcons and Panthers running back. He will tell you how trash the strength and conditioning coaches are. And how many times have I said this, Chris? These damn injuries, I mean, it's all over the league, true enough. But with the Falcons, it just seemed like they just never recovered the same. Braden Trice hasn't recovered. They misdiagnosed what was going on with Harrison. He comes back in, gets hurt again. Now he out for the season. And even when you look at previous season with other players, the strength and conditioning coach of this team is very poor. Just go check out that, and that's all I'm gonna tell you. Go check out that Mike Davis interview with the Raw report.
Interesting. I'm telling you.
Darren Bates and Jalen Collins podcast. Mike Davis was the guest. He will tell you everything you need to know about how they train, about how they do their strength and conditioning, and it will make you throw up.
Man, I look at it like this, bro. I just wanted to jump back to the game real quick because I did see some things that people are saying, and I do want to bring up the point that going back to Kyle Pitts and Drake London, those guys were not used. Kyle Pitts has been one of your most productive players for the last 4 weeks, roughly, before around when Drake, especially Drake being out. And I just cannot believe that those guys were not involved. Now, Bijan Robinson, I'm a person that does preach. If somebody is hot, keep giving them the rock. It's whether basketball, football, whatever. And he was hot. But again, sometimes you got to start saving Bijan from himself. I'm telling you guys, we've seen this movie too many times before with great backs that either the offensive coordinator or the offense just is struggling without, besides him, and it's just like it's all him. Like he's starting to look like some of his idols, Barry Sanders, LaDainian Tomlinson. And I'm not just talking about skill, I'm talking about, and he's the offense, the only offense. Yeah, Barry had Herman Moore and all them stuff for there, but it was still Barry.
Barry. Yeah.
So I'm seeing so McCaffrey with the Panthers.
He never had a quarterback. Yeah, they signed Scott Mitchell. He had one great year. No, I'm saying Barry Sanders. Oh. He never had a quarterback. So we looking at Bijan in that saying, just like I said it long before. Who was that last night who was calling the game?
Was that
Joe
Troy?
Buck?
Yeah,
Troy Aikman. Yeah, he said Bijan kind of reminded him of Barry Sanders. I said last year that his footwork was similar to Barry Sanders. Being able to cut in and out of lanes, that's Barry Sanders all day. He's just a little bit taller. But Barry Sanders was only like 5'8". So,
yeah, man.
We about to wrap it up because I got an appointment. But quick question from Dan. He said, "Did you see Cousins getting on Pitts on the sideline? That's a good sign. Ryan used to do that with Tony Gunn. Ryan did with everybody. Ryan would cuss you out in a heartbeat. Y'all remember that soundbite? Yeah, Matt Ryan was that guy. And see, that's why I didn't kind of understand Chris when people call him a robot. Even I said he was a robot too, but the problem that I had with Matt Ryan was he followed through with the 2-minute plays. But when it came to leadership on the field, Matt Ryan was that dude. And this is why he needed to be in the front office, his leadership skills.
Yeah. He didn't want to cause no turmoil and everything, anything to throw off the offense or the communication between himself, the head coach, the offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coaches, wide receiver coaches, everybody. Matt wanted everything to be in one band, one sound, really. So again, that starts with him at the most important position in football. So yeah, you did want him to make some changes and stuff like that too. But you think about it, Matt is an ultimate team guy. And with that being said, he's not going to overstep anybody. He never never once in his career did Matt Ryan overstep anybody or step on anybody's toes. It was always a relationship with everybody.
Remember, he was due for a contract. You never heard a word out of him.
Not once. Even still to this day, even when he did leave the Atlanta Falcons, you didn't hear nothing bad from Matt Ryan at all. That's integrity.
That's and they say he asked for a trade in privacy. The media brought it out. He didn't go to the media and say, "Hey, I want out." They going for Deshaun Watson. He just simply went to the front office when he found out, because he got blindsided about it. He got blindsided. Didn't even know Deshaun Watson's trade was in talks. That's just something he found out, just like me and you. Mm-hmm. So when you see an organization do something like that, and you still have a close tie with them, that says a lot about you as a person.
He understands that it was business. It wasn't personal. That's what it sounds like to me. He was like, okay, I'm getting older. We need to get younger at quarterback. We have no succession plan behind me. I mean, he can see it. I mean, he's looking at it. He's in it. So I'm just happy that, we was able to draft that type of caliber quarterback. I understand, we didn't quite, get to over the hump with him. But honestly, I think that was as close as we was to getting over the hump than 98. And you think about it. Yeah, Denver Broncos, they absolutely smacked us. At least
And
we
he showed
did have an opportunity against the New England Patriots.
right, and he showed y'all that first pass of his NFL career that he was that guy. That's all I need to see. Because you can throw a touchdown pass on the first pass, that accurate. Yeah, we
Yeah.
working with
And
stuff.
and he grew as a quarterback because for his first season, they only had certain design plays for Matt to run because he wasn't fully capable of running the offense. But he got better. He
Right,
started being the first guy there and the last one leaving. And honestly, I think, and this goes for any quarterback that's in Atlanta, that's the kind of pedigree you're going to have to really
right.
adapt and be a part of. Because I think that's what's going to make you a great quarterback. I ain't saying you're going to win a Super Bowl, but you can give your team an opportunity every year to possibly be in contention for one. And at the end of the
Right.
day, that's what every fan wants to be in at least contention.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a voice of reason, man. And like I told y'all, Arthur Blake only gonna listen to certain people. Why not bring in somebody you know he gonna listen to? Matt Ryan, one of those guys. We keep saying it. But quick pop up show, man. We had to get the post game out the way. Sorry we slipped into the other conversation, but y'all asked, we answered, and we may see y'all again tonight for the post game. I'm sorry, the preview show of the Saints game, or it may be tomorrow. We don't know. Scheduling conflicts and things going on at work, appointments and things of that nature. But we'll see, man. But one thing about it, you turn on those notification bells on both our channels. Every time we go live, y'all gonna see it. Cause we trying to do more live stream because we enjoy talking and getting y'all point of view because that's how we come up with content. But you know what to do before we get out of here, man. Go
What
ahead.
I'm gonna be on this weekend, gonna get me another one of these armbands, man. Definitely shout out to
Oh man, StreamYard again. Chris, you're in there. But y'all know where to catch me, man. Smitty Sports Machine on YouTube. Also catch me on Twitter at fatboyslim_21 on Twitter, because that's what I do, man. I'm always over there blowing it up. Like I said, we may be on tonight for the preview show, and we may wait till tomorrow because this is the last game of the season, and I think y'all deserve a banger for the end of the year. So what we're gonna do for the final, I think we play at 1:00 Sunday. So y'all make sure y'all come through for the season ender and just come through and have some fun with us, man. The final show of the year. But always remember, it's almost a new year in a couple of days. Draft profiles, free agent targets start next month. So y'all stay tuned for that because I like to give y'all my free agent targets. I like to give y'all my draft profiles of players I think can come in and help the Falcons right away. And the crazy thing is, Xavier Watson was on my list last year when it came to draft prospects. Turned out to be just fine. We got a third first round pick in Xavier Watts. But at the same time, look, sometimes it just don't work out that way. But you're back, man. Tell everybody where to find you right quick.
Hey man, you can find me, doing draft profiles this offseason, just like Smitty, man. We got Xavier Watts, somebody like he was just talking about, somebody that really probably should have been a first, at least a high second rounder. But he's with the Atlanta Falcons. What a steal. Um, A1 Forever Sports, that's the platform on YouTube, guys. Again, I want to thank y'all for those who are subscribed and helped me get over 4,500. Just still trying to grow that channel day by day. So thank you to everybody who decides to come over to A1 Forever Sports and, give me a like, comment, some viewership and everything. I really do appreciate it. Also catch me at the Hawks Digest. A lot of rumors surrounding the Atlanta Hawks, and it's going to be like that all the way up until February 5th. The possibility of Trae Young's future in Atlanta or lack thereof. Also, will AD end up getting to Atlanta? Will Zachary Ricochet, a guy that we just drafted, be included in a trade package to get a guy like AD or another player of somewhat that caliber? It's just so much going on, but we got it covered over there at Hawks Digest, so make sure y'all tap in with us over there as well.
And also Instagram A1 Forever, Twitter A1 Forever, and the real A1 Forever on TikTok.
Berto, you got jokes today. Hey man, I gotta get my grub on before I go to my doctor's appointment. I'm finna go eat me some chicken wings. So I'm never not eating. That's what I do. But hey, I wouldn't be Smitty if I wasn't eating, right? Right. But yeah, like Chris said, man, please go follow him over at Hot Digest because this Trey Young news is heating up, and you'll want to go stay tuned to it because I've been telling y'all, man, when they didn't sign him to that new deal, I said it's gonna be a long summer, Chris. But it leaked over into the season, so now trade deadline coming, and I expect him to go. But again, man, prayers out to Berto, man. Y'all keep praying for my boy, man. Going through a tough time, but he's a solid guy, man. He can make it through because he's Berto. And watch your profanity. But yeah, man, we're gonna holler at y'all soon, man, for the preview show. But I think it'll be tomorrow, so we can get everything together because we don't want to do nothing. So we may just wait till tomorrow. Johnny, what's up, my guy? Thank you for always supporting us. We appreciate it. But everybody in the chat, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Quick pop-up show. We got to roll, and we'll see y'all soon. And if news breaks, I got you. And Chris got you. But we're gonna holler at y'all soon, man. Peace.